I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
ready. Blue 80. 59. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
First down, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Lock it. Go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On the double. Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Five.
Jones now on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Leo. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Great. 6'6", pull it high. Let's go, D. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Right here. Hey, Alpha. Mike 54. Hit it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 36.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. D. Ford able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. This is Carson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Second down, it's Henderson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
3rd and short yardage. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
To throw again, Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run the counter. Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Redskins nothing.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, orbit. Come on, QB, come on. Right there. Hey. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get it.
Jones on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, Haywood. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
To try again after the sack. Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0.
14, Redskins nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now a pass. It's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Showing up. Check nickel. Look, squeeze.
They run the counter. Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So we got man.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Wait. Check. Come on. Check. Contact. Check.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Go.
Here's Jones. Off play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 5.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the old days.
36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's good for Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
59. Watch the slant.
Winston now to throw on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down now, it's Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And it's third down.
We go. 10 Tucson. You better bring it. You better bring it. Hey, exit. You better bring it.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Don't get nervous.
On first and 10, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, stop. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wait. Easy. Go get him.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming out.
To throw, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, Winston again. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Let's go. 8, read.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Indy. Target.
Jones hit and the ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henderson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
I got him. He's coming.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And the Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ready. 57, Mike 57. I got one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Okay, Frank. 59. Mike's 59. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man is born. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Franks. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
At the Redskins' 48-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Kill. Check it back.
Look at me. Door.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Check safety.
There. X3, 218, chop it.
Watch the shit.
Hey, lock it.
Check 3.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
The 37-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Leo.
Now it's Carson. He stiff-arms him. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Roll out.
Switch it.
Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they take a knee.
we go. 18 Gator.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that?